Heian Yondan. Heian Yondan is the fourth kata in the Heian series. So for this portion of the video, we're going to go through it step by step, explaining what we're doing in each portion. And afterward, we'll actually turn the kata around so you can see the back half of it. Now, as with every other kata, we begin at hachidachi and with a bow. And at this point, it's customary to announce our kata, Heian Yondan. Stepping to the left into a kokutsudachi, a back stance. From where our hands are in hachidachi, they simply open up and they press slowly but steadily up into what appears to be an open-handed head block and mid block moving together. As you think of applying this, picture yourself being grabbed as in a bear hug of some sort, and you're pressing it up, pulling their hands off. Now you drop your hands back down, shifting your stance, turning to the right, pulling up again, mirror image of the first motion. From here you look to the front, you have an attacker coming, slide in, step into a zenkutsudachi, chambering with the hands on the right side, right hand on top, almost a cup and saucer, only your right hand on top is vertical, not horizontal. Throwing a low X block from here. This is a very strong block. Now step forward into a kokutsudachi, back stance, chamber in a cup and saucer on the left side, throwing a reinforced mid block. Once there, you step up, heisokudachi, hands draw back to cup and saucer on the right hand side, looking at your opponent to the left, keeping the knees bent in heisokudachi. You're going to chamber the left foot to the knee, preparing for a side snap kick. At the same time you throw the side snap kick, you throw a back fist. So out, and you chamber all the way back, foot to the knee, hand back to heisokudachi. From here, you maintaining your balance and control, step out and behind you, so that as you turn into a zenkutsudachi, you'll be in a good square forward stance. Reach out, grab by the head, shift into that forward stance, and next pull the head into an elbow strike. Remember, it's easier to pull your elbow high than it is your opponent low. So you're not striking low, striking high. And once there, chamber back, come back to heisokudachi, chambering on the left side this time, mirror image of what you just did. Right foot chambers to the knee, side snap kick, and a back fist at the same time, coming all the way back to your original chamber. Step out and behind you at the same time, grabbing by the head, shifting into a good square forward natural stance, pulling the head in, throwing an elbow strike. From here, the left hand shoots straight down into a palm heel strike, and the right hand pops out in front of you, because your attack is now in front, into an open-handed head block. So from here, pop it, chamber back, left hand comes up, so you're trading places. Your left hand goes to where your right hand was, as if you're grabbing a strike you just blocked. Chamber back with the right hand, shuto strike. So it appears here. Pop, shuto, karate chop to the neck height. Make sure that you're not going low, not going super high, right at your neck. Front snap kick under that shuto. Step out, almost into a back stance is the length that you want to step. At the same time, reaching under with the left hand, chambering the right hand back, the side of your head. Step two, so that your left foot is up on the ball of your foot, up on your toes, but behind your right foot, toes are facing straight ahead. And as you step two, pull into a back fist. This is a back fist, head high. This technique also has a kia. So you're pulling to, here. Now you're going to turn. When you turn to the left, remember to look first. You're going to chamber your hands, left hand in front, right in front of your chest, and you're going to wedge out. So you're going to turn, chamber, slide out, and do a wedge block. Wrists are a little bit bent, and they come just to the outside of your shoulder, and you slide out from a cat stance into a back stance with that wedge block. Off the back leg, in this case your right leg, front snap kick, land, Zenkutsudachi, right punch, left punch. So the leg you kick with is the hand you punch with first. Now you draw back into a cat stance, right foot in front, chamber in again, crossing, left hand in front, slide out into that back stance. As you do, wedge out. Front snap kick off the back leg, left punch, then right punch. Good Zenkutsudachi. Now draw back, shift into a back stance, Kokutsudachi, reinforce mid block number 1. Step forward, chamber to the left hip, number 2. Chamber to the right hip, reinforce mid block number 3. From here, after a brief pause, shift, Zenkutsudachi, reach up, grab your head height. Remember, you're fighting yourself, not anyone taller. Grab your head, draw down into a knee strike. Kia. Land in a controlled fashion into a back stance, knife hand block, step forward, knife hand block. Pause, draw back, Hachidachi, Hesokudachi, ready. That is Heian Yondan. As is expected, with Heian Yondan comes an advanced level of technique and combinations, things that in the first part of this video were a little difficult to see. So for this portion of the video, I'm going to turn my orientation 180 degrees and do the last half of the kata as if I'm moving forward towards you so that we can discuss those techniques in a little more detail with a little bit better view. So to do that, I'm going to turn this way, reaching out, grabbing, throwing that back fist, and you notice I'm stepping two in a non-traditional or a untypical stance. Right foot, my toes are facing directly toward my opponent. My left foot is up on the toes, chambered in behind that foot, and this is where my first kia is. When I turn, I'm going to turn on the balls of my feet, and at the same time I'm going to chamber with my hands in front of my chest. So turn on the balls of my feet, turning to the left, and if you notice, when I set down, I'm in a perfect cat stance, a neko ashidachi, hands crossed, and I'm facing about 30 to 45 degrees off line number 2, which is directly down the front. It's directly in front of me now. So moving back in the kata, in the floor pattern of the kata, I'm about 30 to 45 degrees off. And I'm going to slide on the ball of my feet, never on the tips of my toes. And I'm going to slide out into a back stance, a kokutsudachi, and at the same time I'm going to wedge out. The wedge and the foot move at the same time. And from here, off the back leg, in this case my right leg, front snap kick, land Zenkutsudachi, chamber back, right punch, left punch. So the leg that kicks is also the hand that punches first. I draw back into a cat stance, again 30 to 45 degrees off line number 2, but this time to the opposite side. I pull back in chamber, sliding out on the ball of my foot, and at the same time wedging out. Front snap kick off the left foot, land, very controlled, left punch, right punch. Draw back, shift into a kokutsudachi. That front foot should not move very much from this Zenkutsudachi to the kokutsudachi. Chamber to the right hip, cup and saucer, reinforced mid block. Number 1, step forward, reinforce mid-block number 2, chamber again, reinforce mid-block number 3. After just a brief pause, you're going to shift with the front leg. Shifts always happen with the front leg, never the back leg. You're going to shift into a forward natural stance, a Zenkutsudachi. At the same time, pull your hands back, reach out and grab an opponent your same size. You're not fighting someone super tall or anyone super short or anyone with a really fat head. Your head size at your head height. Grab, remember to keep the thumbs tucked, so you're only using the palms of your hands and your fingertips to grab. You're not sticking thumbs into anybody's eye on this one. Reach out and grab, pull the head down, pull the knee up so you're meeting in the middle. And you want to do this with such control that you can stop and hold this position. Strike with a kia, hands smack the knee, and pull just down through. As if you're pulling someone's head down and your knee is going through your grip on their head, making their head bounce off your knee, quite literally. Bam. From here, turn, land in that back stance. So as you're in mid-air holding this knee up, you're turning your hip, turning on the ball of your left foot, turn, step down. Never fall into your stance. Always step into it. Make sure you maintain a control of your balance. And from there you have 2 more knife hand blocks. That is going to be the back side, or a better view, the second half of Heian Yondan.